Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The most obvious answer to the LeBron James dilemma is already on the roster. LeBron James will turn 40 in December. It's a fact that sports fans are endlessly familiar with at this stage, as the trailblazing Lakers star has rewritten the standard for longevity in the NBA and across the Atlantic at the 2024 Summer Olympics. For as remarkable as it's been to witness James extend his prime in an unprecedented manner, the simple reality facing Los Angeles is that Father Time will ultimately win this battle. It's difficult to imagine the NBA without James in it, let alone an era of Lakers basketball beyond him. It's the daunting reality that Rob Pelinka has been tasked with navigating, however, as Los Angeles can no longer afford to sacrifice long-term assets to fit James' unfortunately finite timeline. This realization has driven many fans to the belief that the Lakers are squandering what could be the final chapter of James' storied NBA career. James is still unbelievably productive. In 2023-24, he averaged 25.7 points, 8.3 assists, 7.3 rebounds, 1.3 steals, and 2.1 three-point field goals made per game. The key to escaping the depths of team despair, however, will be limiting the burden that the soon-to-be 40-year-old shoulders on offense. Thankfully, the Lakers don't need to look to the trade market for the solution. Austin Reaves is already on the roster. Empowering players who can help carry the load as scorers and facilitators will be vital to preserving James' energy during the regular season. Several players are capable of alleviating some of the pressure, including D'Angelo Russell, who averaged 18.0 points and 6.3 assists per game in 2023-24. As the Lakers search for an answer to not only extend James' career but help the team build for after he retires, however, it will be Reaves who proves to be the answer they've been searching for. Reaves is one of the most dynamic young shot creators in the NBA, possessing creativity and skill on the drive, and well-rounded proficiency as a shooter. This past season, he averaged a career-best 5.5 assists per game, with many a result of his pick-and-roll and drive-and-kick abilities. Reaves ranked second on the Lakers with 8.4 drives per game to James' 10.3, shooting 55.5% from the field and leading the team in assists on such plays. Playing in a system that should encourage more off-ball movement, Reaves will be positioned to take another significant step forward in 2024-25. There's ample reason to believe he will, as he's increased his scoring and assists averages in each of his 3 NBA seasons. In 2023-24, he reached a career-best 15.5 points per game and displayed a compelling brand of versatility by shooting 36.7% on catch-and-shoot threes and 37.3% off of pull-ups. A legitimate three-level scorer who can work with or without the ball and create for others, Reaves is on a path toward becoming the Lakers' true third star. He's justified that belief by averaging 16.9 points per game on .467/.404/.895 shooting through 21 career postseason games. Perhaps the future will establish that a trade is still needed to maximize James' remaining window, but Reaves should be given every opportunity to prove otherwise before the 2025 trade deadline. All signs point toward the 26-year-old continuing the trend of improving every season and becoming the star the Lakers need him to be. The best athletes never to win a championship. Quarterbacks take on a greater onus when it comes to never winning a championship than any other player in football or other sports. To that end, Marino still stands as the foremost example of a quarterback who never lifted the Lombardi Trophy. Before pass-happy NFL football reshaped the record books, Marino's offensive output stood out. He made one Super Bowl in his time with the Dolphins, but never managed to win it all. The cloud of PEDs casts a shadow on Bond's career to some. However you slice it, he is the home run king of MLB and, for our money, the best hitter in MLB history. One thing is not up for debate, though, and that's the fact Bonds never won a World Series. He didn't win with the Pirates or the Giants, and once baseball seemed to agree, collude, he was persona non grata in MLB, he never got the chance to keep chasing that ring. Malone did get to do some ring chasing. One of the NBA's all-time leading scorers, the mailman had a couple chances with the Jazz, but ran into Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. At the end of his career, he jumped over to the Lakers to team with Kobe and Shaq to try and win it all. Indeed, the star-studded Lakers made it to the 2004 NBA Finals, but were bested by the star-free Detroit Pistons. No ring was delivered to Malone. It's early, yes, but McDavid is the best active NHL player, well, period, which means he is the best without a cup. He won the Conn Smythe as playoff MVP even though the Oilers lost in the 2024 Stanley Cup Final to the Panthers. McDavid could retire today and walk into the Hockey Hall of Fame. He's the best player of his generation, and primed to enter the upper echelon with names like Gretzky and Lemieux. If he doesn't lift a cup, well, he would be by far the best NHL player not to do so. Mr. Cub played his entire MLB career in Chicago. He also played during a time when there was no wild card. You won the pennant, you played in the World Series. Otherwise, you were out of luck. Banks also played during a notable century-plus title drought for the Cubbies. Banks won 2 MVPs. He never played a single playoff game. It almost feels impossible that Moss never won a Super Bowl. He played for the Patriots in the era of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. While perhaps the second-best receiver ever set records with the Pats and played in 2 Super Bowls, those happened to be the Super Bowls the Pats lost during their dynastic run. Also, Moss only played 3 full seasons with New England before he began the final days of his career. Lakers send massive haul to land Heat superstar in new mock trade. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat are in similar situations. Both teams have closing championship windows behind aging superstars, and both have had consistent shortcomings in the playoffs since meeting in the 2020 bubble edition of the finals. Therefore, the trade rumors will heat up with the time running out to maximize their potential. Heat star forward Jimmy Butler will be at the forefront of those rumors, especially considering that the 6-time All-Star said over the summer that he will not sign an extension with Miami or any other team before hitting free agency in 2025. The Heat seemed to finally choose a direction when they signed All-Star center Bam Adebayo to a 3-year, $166 million extension this offseason. This could indicate that Butler's time in Miami could be coming to an end, as they have dedicated most of their financial assets to their younger players to build a better roster. The team is in a weird place of mediocrity after being an early first-round exit in the playoffs last season as the Eastern Conference's 8th seed. Bleacher Report's Andy Bailey proposed 5 different trade packages for teams to acquire Butler, including one in which the Lakers give up a haul of assets to add the All-Star forward to a team that already has LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the frontcourt. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jimmy Butler? Leave your opinion in the comments.